Hello, my dear children. As you all know, that plants are one of the most important living things because they provide us with food. It is therefore necessary and interesting also to know about plants and its different parts. So, our topic for today will be parts of a plant, which is lesson number 7. And here we are going to discuss about the parts of a plant, what are roots, types of roots, functions of roots, and the shoot system. Children, like human beings, plants also have different parts, and these different parts of a plant work together to help them grow, survive, and reproduce. Children, you might have noticed that some part of the plant are above the ground while some part of the plant is below the ground. So, the two main parts of a plant are roots and shoots. The part of a plant that grows above the soil is called shoot of a plant that we can see. And the part of a plant that grows below the soil that we cannot see is called root of a plant. So now let's talk about the shoot. Dear children, the shoot is that part of the plant that grows upwards. That is, the part of a plant that grows above the ground or above the soil is called the shoot. It has stem, branches, leaves, buds, flowers and fruits. So here you can see the part that is above the ground is the shoot. Now let's talk about the different parts of a plant. A plant generally have 5 main parts, and these are leaf, fruit, flower, stem and root. We will study about all these parts one by one in the coming slides. Children, now it might be clear to you that the parts of a plant that grows below the ground is called the root. There are two types of roots. Number 1, tap root, and number 2, fibrous root. Now let's study in detail about the tap root. Tap root consists of a main thick root which grows deep into the soil. And yes, many small and thin roots arise from the main root. Taproot is found in plants like rose, hibiscus, tomato, balsam, mustard plants, etc. So, here you can see clearly that taproot is a main thick root that is growing deep into the soil, and many small and thin roots grow from the main root. So, here I have collected some examples of plants that have taproot. So, by seeing the picture, easily you can identify that taproots are found in plants like carrot, radish, turnip, tomato, rose and hibiscus. Now, let's discuss about fibrous root. So, unlike taproot, fibrous root have no main root. It consists of many roots that grows from the end of the stem. These roots generally looks like a bunch of roots. Fibrous roots are found in plants like grass, wheat, rice, onion and sugarcane. So you can see here clearly that fibrous roots are like bunch of roots and it does not have a main thick root. So here are some plants which have fibrous roots. So here we have grass, wheat, rice, onion and sugarcane. So here you can see clearly that all these plants have roots which are in a bunch. Children, have you ever seen a plant without root? And have you ever thought why roots are important for the plant? Yes, no plant can live or grow without roots. Hence, roots are very important. So, let's discuss in detail about the functions of the root. The first function is roots fix the plant firmly or tightly in the soil and thus they prevent the plant from falling down. Number 2, roots absorb water and minerals from the soil and then pass them to the stem. Third, roots also hold the soil nearby and prevent it from being washed away from wind and water. And some roots also store food for the plant. Now, let's talk about some edible roots. Children, edible roots are the roots that we can eat. So, there are some plants that store the prepared food in their roots. So, roots of plants like carrot, radish, turnip, and beetroot store food in them. Hence, they are called edible roots. Let us now discuss about the stem, which is the main part of the shoot and that grows above the ground. On the stem grows branches, leaves, buds, flowers and fruits. Children, you might have noticed that different plants have different types of stems. So, let's have a look on them. Trees like neem, mango, banyan, peepal, etc. have thick, hard and woody stem. If you will touch these stems, these are hard, they are also thick and you will see that it is wood. So we call this type of stem as trunk. On the other hand, if you look at the stem of money plant and peas, their stems are thin, not thick. They are soft and weak. Stems of these plants cannot even stand straight. They need support of another tree, stick or roof so that they can climb on that. And there are also some plants whose fruits are heavy so they creep or spread on the ground itself. So such type of plants are called climbers or creepers. They have thin, soft and weak stems. Here are few examples of climbers. So this is a money plant, pea and grapevine. And another two pictures shown here is of watermelon and pumpkin. These are creepers. So you have seen that different plants have different types of stems. Now, let's talk about functions of stems. First of all, it is the stem only which supports the upper part of the plant. Second, it holds the plant straight or upright. Third function is it carries water and minerals from the roots to other parts of the plant. It also passes food made by the leaves to other parts of the plant. And stems of some plants also store extra food in them which can be eaten by us. Children, there are some stems that we eat as food and those stems are known as edible stems. Potato, ginger, onion and sugarcane are few examples of edible stems. Now, what do you mean by underground stems? Children, stems generally grows above the soil, but there are some plants whose stems grow below the soil or below the ground. These are called underground stems. Onion, ginger and potato are examples of underground stems. So, children try to find out more examples of underground stems, edible stems and roots and also try to categorize the plants on the basis of their root, whether they have taproot or fibrous root, and also revise the taught portion. Thank you.